Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome into another wonderful day here on the Double G streams. And today, I'm going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena, and because I believe they should have released the Explorer Anthology number 2 today. I'm going to take a look at those cards in just a moment, and I'd like to talk about them a teeny bit, because, well, I kind of got to live through the experience of playing with all those cards. Ironically enough, the Pioneer format extends as far backwards to just a little bit after the time frame where I only I'd learned Magic in around 2011, and it was around 2013 I really truly became cognizant of the standard format, what it meant to be like what competitive format looked and felt like, how it interacted, rather than just playing with friends. Oh look, I have a deck, you have a deck, and you're actually playing with cards that are like 10 years in disparity between them. Not even realizing that Magic has can have competitive things rather than just free play, with random people. And yeah, so just about as long as I've been cognizant, or it's more like 2012 because 2013 was Theros, so like 2012 when it goes back. So 10 years now. Pioneer as a format has cards that range for about 10 years. Which, interestingly enough, that's when Modern was born. Modern was born with a 10-year range in it. Kind of see a theme going on here. But okay, let me just change my sound output so I can hear these nice, wonderful game music. Move the sound bar down a bit so I can just make sure that's always kept in check. So that should be good there. So, go to the store. Well, if it's going to be out, it might not be out for a bit then. What should not be out till like way later tonight. But today is the 13th. They did say that was the release day. Oh, that's cute. Pet of the month. Winter Fox. It's a kind of nice snow globe thing. I'd almost kind of want it. But that's a tad expensive side. I could have almost obtained it through just coins. I was really close to it, but I'm going to spend it on some of the older packs to try and get a few more cards in the Pioneer format. Daily deals have not... All offers will refresh in 35 minutes. So, that's probably when the pack will be available, I hope. In the meantime, just play some matches to try and bide our time. I'm going to start off with some packs here. It's funny how the Kaladesh and Amonkhet Remastered sets basically take the two sets that were the block of Kaladesh, because you had Kaladesh and Aether Revolt, and they just kind of like condensed it a bit into one set. So they kind of got rid of most other bulk stuff and kept all the playable cards everybody remembers, like Unlicensed Disintegration, Reckless Fireweaver. I think Fireweaver was more in Aether Revolt or something, but maybe I'm wrong. I played a deck with Reckless Fireweaver, Panharmonicon, and Indomitable Creativity. It was an extensive attempted, a very extensively attempted combo deck. And the one time it worked, it was actually pretty cool. And another time I was in a match, it was a good back and forth, and I'm like, alright, go for the combo. And I got down to like 1 health, and it's like, oh man. Alright, pass the turn. Alright, so I swing out. Yep, you win. Ugh. Oh well. But yeah. Fireweaver pinging for a bunch was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Funny, I played a lot of this in paper. Speaking of Panharmonicon, it's like... Fireweaver is easier to get, but then bam, Panharmonicon. I am being spoken to by the great will. Oh, thank you, Lord. Love the divine humor. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this was the card. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So any artifact or creature entering makes something happen. It just happens a second time. For free. Practically free. If free, also costs 4. Alright. And do one more response, we'll move on. But yeah, Panharmonicon. So great. We'll take Brawler. One of my favorites. Great aggressive card. A card that just got released that reminds me of this card is Yavimaya Iconoclast. Has been a fantastic card. Now, they're pretty equal to each other. There's a limited number of times, as long as you have an energy token, which is what you get when Voltaic Brawler enters the battlefield. You get energy tokens. You get 2 of them in specific. Whenever it attacks, you may use up 1 energy token. If you do, it gets +1/+1, or you may use up 1 energy counter, not token, but you get energy counters. You, the player, get the energy counters. Then you may when it attacks, you may use up an energy counter. It gets +1/+1 and trample. So you play it, and you still have to wait the whole extra turn for it to attack. But it can be a 4/3 trampling attacker, which is pretty cool. For only 2 mana. Really efficient. Highly efficient. And it has a nice front end of 3 power, so it can actually crew vehicles. Vehicles were first introduced in Kaladesh. And it's the same thing for Yavimaya Iconoclast, which reminds me, I should take Yavimaya Iconoclast and add it to the Pummeler deck, because it's a perfect spot for it. It's a red-green deck, as you might have guessed. It gives me all the expertises. The expertises were interesting because they would give you an effect, and then you may cast a spell with like mana value X minus, with at least X minus 1. So anything that's 3 or less. So this thing costs 4, you may cast anything 3 or less. The Zari's expertise is you may cast anything 2 or less. It's awesome. They were pretty good. The blue one saw minimal use, the red one saw a decent amount of use, and the white one especially saw use in control decks. Yahenni's expertise didn't get much use. I tried to use it, and if I'm trying to use something, that usually means I'm just trying to force something to be decent. The white one looks amazing. Yeah, the white one was not bad. I want to say it was sometimes underutilized, but it did find a little bit of use in either... I don't know if it... I'm trying to remember where it found its use. It might have found its use in maybe in that one... it was in... There was definitely a blue-white deck that used it. It was used to just kind of gum up the board a little bit, buy the control player some time. And it might have also got used in like that one slightly tempo-y aggro deck, because it's like for certain matchups. So it's like, you get to gum up the board a little bit and play one of your efficient things. It's really good. Artifact deck will be valued. It's highly valued. Oh, that reminds me. Well, actually, never mind. Let me type something in here. Bam. Let me set that over here for right now. Let's have since it's Mega Man week, I get to start my day with the Mega Man G Fuel before I try to just destroy my brain at trying and just barely attempting to be good. It screams for Tempered Steel. Yeah. Great idea. We're building that right now. As soon as I'm done opening these packs, I'm going over there. I'm going to just start a new deck. Even if I don't finish it today, I want to get it started. Because once Ethereal Armor comes out in the Anthology releasing today, I am going to just get rid of a tempered steel, put in the ethereal armor, and just be like, yeah. So, I like how the music's glitched to just keep playing. There's Rebuke. Well, these aren't that great, so it's tempered steel. But yeah, the tempered steel's idea. Wow, that actually is fantastic, and yeah, can't wait to go. Tempered steel, SRAM's expertise. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I think tempered steel is only for historic. But we'll go for it. I will not let these chances pass. Oh, yeah, the rivulets, these kind of the desert land things. Oh yeah. Sacrifices it no 4 cards. The true one was the red one. Raminamp Ruins. Just sacrifice this, deal like 5 damage to any target. They'd just be like, or maybe it was 4 damage, but it's like, yeah, sacrifice a desert, deal 4 damage, and they were just like, well, in the mono red deck, you're at virtually some cards. Okay, so they put Sphinx's Revelation. Sphinx's Revelation was a great card from the Return to Ravnica block. It was in Dragon's Maze, I want to say. No. Because we Returned to Ravnica, Gate Crash. It was either in Ravnica or Gate Crash. I don't think Sphinx's Rev was a card in Maze's End. It was weird because Maze's End had like all 10 guilds represented. But yeah, this is a powerful card for control decks. Amazing. You know, I can never be mad at this card. It's like, it does what it does best. Let's see if there's a logo for 35, by the way. Oh, there's Sun's Japan. Incredibly overpriced shirts. Speaking of Artifice, eventually I will get together with you, and I'm going to need help figuring out my Mind Crank deck. I was thinking about the Mind Crank deck needs to. I only have 10 artifacts in the deck. I need to get more artifacts into that deck. Or is it 11? 4. No, it's 4, 3, and 3. So yeah, that would be 10. But I want to kind of work more artifact themes because it already has Karn, already has Tez, maybe. The Modern Masters Urza should go in there. I'll figure things out, though. Because Urza, I didn't realize, generates mana, and I'm like, oh boy. Trial of Zeal. The trials were okay cards. Appeal to Authority. Cartouches. The cartouches were fantastic cards. They were like your early runes. Okay, Sandworm Convergence. I remember that. There were attempts to make Sandworm Convergence like a good control finisher. Obi-Wan. Hello there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Trey. I do recall you said you were going to head there. When are you heading out to have a look at that ear infection? Cartouche of Ambition. Get a wild card. Lord of the Accursed, that's right. Those zombies should get +1/+1. Yeah, because of Amonkhet, then when they went to Shadows over Innistrad, there was a zombie. Control deck. So they went. I'm trying to remember, how did they go about this? What was the order of sets? Oh yeah, there was Shadows over Innistrad. Then it was Amonkhet. So because of Lord of the Accursed, there existed a pretty decent zombie deck that really tied the zombie deck together. And it's only a 3 mana. 2/3 zombie lord. It was pretty good. They can all gain menace. Well, speaking of, Liliana's Mastery, another great card for it. So that 1. I see. All right, then I'll try to get my show on the road here. Because I'm just going to mention it with the. I want to touch these up a bit too, but I'll figure them out later. This deck is missing awesome things. This deck is missing the true really good things like Ghost Blade. I think Stubborn Denial exists, so I should probably put Stubborn Denial in here, but I wanted to work on this some more. Arena or Moto, but I've been enjoying the heck out of Arena. I'm too much of a small peon, small brain to actually sit down and enjoy Moto. I kind of like the extra music and aesthetic that goes on here with Arena. It gets me to stay just the right mental spot to focus on and pay attention. But without, I tried using Cockatrice to just kind of get some random gameplay in and whatnot, and I just could not keep my focus. No music, you know, at least some sort of music or extra nice looking backgrounds, which you can do in both Moto and Cockatrice, but I guess I didn't know how to, so I don't know. But this has got enough go to. There could be less graphics and whatnot going on in this game, and I would probably still be able to keep full attention to it. Just sit back, as they say, in like pseudo vibe. Yeah, definitely need some Ghost Blades in this deck, or other enchantable, bringable artifact stuff. So I haven't made this deck as good as it could be. Maybe there's not enough cards to make it as good as it could be, but the fact that Vault Scourge is there is kind of nice. But this is for Historic. The Explorer version is a tad different, and yeah. So, slight change-ups in here, but gotta love it. I don't think Shadowspear should be in here, but the fact it grants trample to something like Hangerback Walker. It's a shame that Walking Ballista's banned for Pioneer, but I kind of understand why. Having played through these eras, this was one of my favorite decks. I need to see if I can just get Stubborn Denial in here or something. Maybe it's Stubborn Denial, but the Ghost Blade is what really made this deck work. And Shadowspear is like your pseudo Ghost Blade for now. Should tell you about Lords. Trouble was a very popular format back in the day. Yeah, right. I can imagine. And yeah, but you should get some Arena. It's good to play, even just on like do a little bit of Magic every day. You don't even have to like grind or pay into it that hard. So let's get Pummeler in here. Let's put Yavimaya Iconoclast in here. It's got to go in over something though. Probably the Domri. Probably the Arnie. Two of these. I don't think I even need the Domri. So, I'm going to try. Didn't click in there. Yavimaya. So you say that. Hey, Brain, what's up? Mom's keeping you home from school today. Still under the weather, just enough for her to keep you out of it, huh? Understandable. Oh no, it was you saying hello there. See, when he said Obi-Wan, with all the names being white, you know what? I think YouTube does need to do the like different colored names thing. Just you get a randomly generated color, or if you can pick your color, that'd be kind of nice. Everything being white, it all blended together. So my apologies there, Braden. I didn't realize it was exactly you. But so still think you're sick enough to keep you back. Understandable. But are you feeling better today than you were yesterday? So you never had Lord. Patron Wizard was the closest you got. Tried Lord of Atlantis, just wasn't me. Jeff had Elvish Champion. Lord of the Undead. But now, I know. Steel Overseer. Everything makes sense now. Yeah, that is pretty good. That's pretty good. Still feeling like shit, huh? Oh, which Jurassic Park? The original? You guys are both going to use Recover from Alakazam. Yavimaya, not Yavamaya. I always think of it as Yavamaya. Yavimaya. And I'll probably go down one of these to include a third one. Perfect. Oh. Invigorated Rampage got, like, glitched way down there. Okay. Oh, it's just down there because they're keeping it for... Oh, I see. Nah, I think it just got glitched, because look at my lands got glitched all the way down here, too. What? Alright, Yavimaya Iconoclast. 3-2 for 2. You mean I get more Voltaic Brawlers in this deck? Yes, please! Alright. Gonna be done here. I want to touch that up. So... The OG. Nice. The OG really does stand the test of time. Every time I watch that, that movie just doesn't seem hokey anymore. Like, sometimes you go and you watch things, and you're like, and you can kind of recognize the special effects going on, and you're like, and you can tell. And you're like, yeah. Back when you first watched this and you didn't even notice it, but, you know, so much time has passed, you're like, I see it now. But I watched the original Jurassic Park, like, it was a couple months ago. It was on television, so I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, yep, the good old first T-Rex scene, you know, and it flips over the Jeeps and everything. And I'm like, ooh, it really holds. It holds together so well. I'm like, it doesn't seem hokey. Or they put a lot of care and effort to it. Like, all these years later, the raptors. I mean, every single dinosaur, every single the T-Rex scene. Oh, it holds together so well. I was like, man, that is nice. HBO Max thinks that's where they are. Right. Now, do I have a Lord of Tribe? Let me think that one over. At least until January 31st, 2023. Gosh, I love that. That's such a classic. You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say. Samuel Jackson, hold on to your butts. So, you say it's so bad. So, I was trying out this deck here because of things like All That Glitters, Michiko's Reign of Truth, and a few other cards I got in here. Like, I get to play with the Dovin's Veto again. I think Patrick Automaton's a great addition. I was like, Tempered Steel. Like, I wanted to play with other cards in here, like Phyrexian Metamorph. And of course, this is also this is a historic format one. So I want to make a copy of this because they didn't introduce Explorer yet. So I want to take this deck and I want to adjust it. I'm going to clone it, and I want to make an Explorer version. Which means I will not have Phyrexian Metamorph. Now, you guys are saying, as for the Lord or Tribe, I don't exactly know yet. Not 100% certain on that. I mean, I would venture to say either a Merfolk, you know, probably maybe not too much. Maybe some of the dinosaurs from Ixalan were pretty cool. Merfolk and dinosaurs were nice. It's tough, you know. I've always been geared towards the blue-green Merfolk of Ixalan. The dinosaur decks were pretty cool too. They weren't that cool, but I enjoyed playing with Rampage and Ferocidon, or I can't remember the name of the big green dinosaur that was a standard staple. Oh man, I'll look it up in a second. So I'm not gonna worry. Actually, I'm just gonna take this deck. Look at things. Traditional Historic. Going over to Traditional Explorer. Heck yeah. Bam. So, you're minus that. Oh, that's why historic version could exist. I discard the changes, because yeah, it gives me the artifact lands, which are indestructible, dual-colored artifact lands. So here's what I'm going to do this, clone, and put the Explorer tag in here. As artifacts. Awesome. So, any progress to Jurassic Park. Scarlet or Violet for Braid. Yeah. Have to wonder which. But yeah, Lord card or Tribe card. Ooh, I did also run the Slivers deck. Slivers was really good. I had a nice keen. I had a really nice keen and clean Slivers deck. So good. It was so good. Like, I'm keen for Merfolk. I am keen for the dinosaurs somewhat, but some of them are pretty cool. But I never played a true dinosaur deck because a lot of them were like they're Naya colored, and I'm like more into like Simic or Temur. But Slivers being all 5 colors, anything 5 color is also great. So give me a Chromanticore. Ooh, Chromanticore. Yeah. A copy of Scarlet. Scarlet suits me as well. I guess it does. But yeah, Chromanticore. I love that card. One of my favorite cards. I can't wait till they do like a Theros remastered, and I can get my Chromanticore, and I'm just going to try and make some Chromanticore decks. I can make Soul Flayer thing again. I got to do one of the rarest things in Magic the Gathering. I got to, in Standard, take Dragonlord Ojutai and enchant it with a Chromanticore. It was glorious. I have also enchanted a Siege Rhino with Chromanticore. It was stupid. Absolutely stupid. But that's one of my crowning highlights of Magic the Gathering. When you take the blue-white Dragonlord and so I've been partial to a lot of different things. I've been partial to so many different tribes here in Magic the Gathering. I don't know. Maybe Changeling is what is best for me. Because the Sliver Hive Lord is going to be a card that's released in the Explorer Anthology today, and I want to build the Slivers deck again so badly. And Ixalan, we're getting Mutavault. We're getting Mutavault in this anthology, so I want to make the Merfolk deck. We already have Ixalan cards in this set, or in this game, in Arena, and we're getting a new Ixalan set next September. Whew. Oh my gosh, I am so looking forward to this Merfolk, that Merfolk deck. Oh my goodness, yes please, yes. So Merfolk, Slivers. I'm already leaving one out. I've lost track of like all the tribal stuff that I've enjoyed over the years. Merfolk, Slivers, Dragons. Some dragons, not all of them, but some dragon cards and dragon sets. Like when I was all for the dragons in Cons of Tarkir block. The Tarkir blocks. You had Cons of Dragons of Tarkir. How did I can't remember the name of the sets because I know we had Cons of Tarkir, Fate Reforged. And then maybe it was just the Dragons of Tarkir or something. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, the dragon theming. That was a lot of fun. Thunderbreak Regent. Such a good card. Oh yeah, and like I said, Chromanticore. Just so. What you're hearing is like a joke. Go for it. I'm interested in the structure, but the closer we can get to 5 killers, the better. Chromanticore is one of my favorite all-time cards. The Tarkir block allowed me to place a really cool rainbow deck. I did make an enchantment deck later on into the lifespan of Theros. I made so many things. I don't know. What do I like best? Merfolk, Slivers? Do I just call Chromanticore the creature for me? I don't know. But look up Chromanticore. It's amazing, and I love it so much. All right, so I've seen 14 different movies this month. Nice. And like you said, so far there is still half a month left. Shiny Sneasel. Oh, that's right. The Shiny Sneasel. Mm-hmm. You've been watching movies lately. Just lately. How about for a while? So here's like a joke. Sarkhan and Tezzeret go to a German hall. You know what? That is really fitting. That is surprisingly fitting. Alright, I gotta do 2 lands here. And I don't know what they should be. But if I can, we'll just go up a Glacial Fortress. We'll probably just go up a Darksteel Citadel. I have to use a rare wild card. And then the final 3 slots can just be Ethereal Armor for now. And we'll see if this is how I... Well, I'll try a few give and takes on how I want to do this. How I want to do this deck, so... But the Ethereal Armor has got to go in here. It's just... It's an automatic. I haven't really started watching Anthology movies since September. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, you really started the heavy grind on movies then. But, play any styles I can. Hallowed Fountain. I don't know how I feel about the Hallowed Fountains from the Infinity sets. You know, well, I'll leave it be. Okay. So that's at the ready now, and we just got to add cards to it. Yeah, use a rare wild card, that's fine. This is on the placeholder for now. I like this. But still, you've been doing great with the movies. I'm kind of jealous. I'm like, I want to watch a lot more movies. My family would always go to films, watch a lot of films, but you are watching the films, and that is great. And I love getting to hear you talk about the films. So, I hope you get to keep on that grind. Get to watch a wide depth of films, from stuff new discoveries that you end up liking, other things that you're like, I didn't like these. And you continue to develop your own personal taste to movies, films, critique thereof, cinematography. Keep having at it, man. You're doing great. Enjoy those wonderful works of art. Whoosh. So, welcome to a German hall enslaved by New York and their empire secretly hates them and works to undermine them and be free of their power. Entering maintenance. Oh, they're doing a whole maintenance thing to put the Anthology in here. Oh, that just ruins it for me. Shit. Man, which dragon succeeds. Man, which dragon and succeeds. I love that. Thank you. The guy who could just be any creature. Dragon is pretty fitting though. Excluding rewatches. 40 excluding rewatches. Nice. So I kind of thought that they would just go boop and just like slot them in here, but they have to go through a whole maintenance thing. That really burdens me down. So I'm gonna try and get in one game then, while they do their maintenance. What kind of goals do I need to complete? Black or red spells? All right, I'll just go play Mardu Control. Explore. If I can eventually, like, I have the Sliver Stacks just set aside and ready. I didn't set down the SRAM's expertise thing. Well, yeah, let's do that. Plus. You're going to be Traditional Explorer. I'm really going to try and set this deck aside from, like, my style of Azortifacts. Oh no, this one has to be historic, my bad. Historic. Traditional historic. There we go. At least 3 Tempered Steel. We'll see if we need the 4th. Oh yeah, there is this Steel Seraph. This might be a good addition. I'm just gonna throw it in here automatically, alright? We'll see if it needs added later. Spectral Steel. Nah. Okay, then we need non-white Overseer, if it'll get in there. But they're zombies, they're not artifact zombies. These things, well, I guess they couldn't fit enough words on there. Nature's Bauble's not legal and historic. Oh, well. That's gonna do it then. So there's gonna be a lot to choose from here when it comes to Steel Overseer and Tempered Steel. Oh, yeah, that's right. SRAM's expertise is. Actually, no, here. Gotta click the white filter. SRAM himself. Aura, whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell. The vehicles from Kamigawa might be a good addition. The worst movies I saw in November, Percy Jackson movies. It's a sympathy lol. Science fiction like Robocop, Blade Runner. I do a rewatch so soon of your favorite film. Fair enough, fair enough. You know, work hard to embrace Esper and stop being Jeskai. You said Red never set well with you. It's an internal conflict. Are you so certain? Well, the passionate thing either has to come from a more red or a more black disposition, or maybe there's just a switch between the two. Maybe you're a blue-white, more blue-white centric, and you're able to good swap back and forth between you know what times are red and you know what times are black, but you can't have both at the same time. And maybe, or maybe maybe you need to be more of a 4-color thing than just a 3-color thing. Obviously, green is not workable for you, but I know I'm sure you know there are times of red and times of black in terms of Magic the Gathering color schemes. So, blue core, appeal to white, a very easy solid appeal to white, and then you have black and red in the fringes. So. Occasional drift into his horse. But like I said, that's why there's an appeal to white. Your core blue, appeal to white, whereas I'm like core red, appeal to... I guess probably I appeal to green more so. Probably more so appeal to green than an appeal to white or black or blue. I know how to work with black red, but I oftentimes like to get I like to think that I like to sit down and try to think things through and have conversation with people. When I'm not so passionately red, I can be really appeal to green with the blue in there. So I go teamer. But I know how to work with white and the black a little bit, but I'm sure there are times for I'm sure I don't do a perfect red white example, and I end up just being more blustering than helpful. So everyone's got their things about them. So, but yeah, I would suggest maybe instead of just saying it has to be either black or red as a third color, maybe they're both meant to be there. Like maybe you're a 4-color commander, and you gotta know when it's time to use the black magic, when it's time to use the red magic, and even if the appeal to white is only so far, because everyone has a core, then their immediate appeal, and then however they interact with the remainders. Your time for I would like to discuss something along those lines. That'd be cool. I'm all for it. Talking about the magic colors as a philosophy is a lot of fun. It's a tremendous wide-ranging aspect. It's like a more sophisticated form of astrology. Even though astrology itself can be pretty sophisticated, it's just so in depth it becomes pointless to talk about. You probably could solve everything with astrology, but it would take so much time to figure out what astrology would tell you that all of it would already occur anyways by the time you figure it out, and it becomes pointless. The end. So, I'm going to set this up for now. I'm going to look it over later, but I want to say we're trying to lean in this direction where we're going to heavy tempered steel, SRAM's expertise. I think SRAM's expertise can cast the prototype on this thing. Because the prototype is a different casting cost. I'm thinking if I read this correctly, you may cast a spell with mana value 3 or less. The prototype version of this card is 3 or less, so SRAM's expertise should be able to cast for free the Steel Seraph. So you can tell me if I'm wrong, but alright, now time for you to head out. Alrighty. Yeah, parking is a nightmare. Whew. We'll try to have fun. Hopefully the maintenance doesn't last too long, and hopefully I'm going to go now and try and play one more game of Magic before they shut anything down due to maintenance. And I was probably into playing a different game for a while. But thank you, sir. Have a great one. Hope they're able to set you on the right path to get that fixed up immediately. Have great luck with your parking. I wish you the best parking available. Thanks again for stopping by, and we hope to see you again real soon. We will. But alright, I was like, alright, Explore Anthology, yeah! From now on, if they're ever releasing something in this game, I have to just tell myself, wait till a later day to do it. Like, I probably should have just done, like, the fighting game stuff today. And that reminds me, I might have to change out my Friday. Friday I have set for a fighting game extravaganza. And I'm like, I might just have to, like, change the thumbnail, do, like, a dual theme thing. Alright, do a little bit of fighting game, do a little bit of the Tetris that day, or maybe I should just do full puzzle gaming, because we're having a new Tetris Cup. The Tetris 99 Maximus Cup is going to be the Kirby's Dream Buffet theme, which is interesting. It's like, so maybe we'll do a little bit of fighting game, or I could just save the fighting games for next week. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna play first, being the control deck. Sword point and play with fire. This is okay. A great opening hand. And start off with the mountain and the pass. And shift, hold full control, past attackers. I'm gonna hold on to that. Go to my turn. Main. Pass turn. Yeah, so they're doing search for Ezcan. So they're like a control deck, and I know what I'll be swapping into. So they ain't gonna do anything else for the rest of the game. Let's get this started. Start putting them. I got enough lands. Let's try to find something else. Perfect. Click, drop, retreat. Let's make them make some hard decisions. So these are my revealed cards. We'll see which ones they give us. They have to pay 3 life for me to not put these cards in my hand. They're reading the card because they've never read it. They've never seen this card in play. They're like, Alright, yep, I'm not... They're like, yep, give me 2 damage, that's better. They give us everything. Awesome. That's perfect. Now the hard part's going to be trying to get this artifact in here. Kind of looked yesterday's game on the first drive. Wow. That's a... Thoughtseize. Ah, here we go. They're like, oh, shit. Yep, they got rid of the tech grid. Good, good. That's the proper choice. That's the proper choice. Alright, so they know everything in my hand now. Non-contact knee injury. Ooh. Damn. He is okay. I could just save it for cycling later, which might be the way to go. Oh, okay. It's one of these kind of style decks. That's fine. You forgot headphones and you have over an hour of doing nothing? Damn, that is a long time. Alright. This is enter tapped. They can artifact creature planeswalker, and they have enchantments. So I'm gonna swap it to like a pure burn style deck next time. Pass. But hey, glad to see ya. How's the day been? Maybe you can't hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. But I hope you've been having a great day. I know you're having a concert today. Go enjoy the freaking heck out of that. And, yeah. Printhounda, good to see you as always. Discard a card. Get rid of this, because I don't need it. So, keep it up 2 mana. I'm just gonna start trying to burn them out. Let's see what I can scry into. Sacred Foundry. Don't need any lands. Put that one away. My turn. Perfect. I have 5 lands, so I'm just gonna hold off there. Gonna go Sword Point. Let's see if they want to counter it. Ooh! Oh my! Are they gonna take 3 damage per thing? They're deciding what to do about them. Yep, they took 1. They took both. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Land for turn. Pass the whole turn. So this freezing cold charge, permission to leave, but nothing to do with that permission. Oh man. There was a creature control. Otherwise, you draw a card. Interesting card, this Cling to Dust. Like, alright, but yeah, get rid of my... to my 26. Card. Probably we'll go with the land card first. Get rid of full control. My turn. Let's see what we can do to just try and keep burning them out. Keep finding lands. Okay, pass. When does this transform? They only had 5 cards in their graveyard? Jeez, okay. Let's see, view printed card. Whenever you surveil, okay. Don't need that. Cycling. They're just like, gosh dang it, how am I being burned out here? I found another Sacred Foundry. Alright. We're hoping for one of the draw effect cards. Okay, okay. Pass the turn. Get some lightning strikes. They're just like, oh, man. Alright, this will transform. Okay, return to your hand. Cast it. Now, on the ability resolution, I will bolt you. Resolve. Resolve. Oh, okay, if you let resolve, I need to do that first. It's like, okay. I was trying to get to a point where it's like, I do that, but it's like... I didn't hit the space bar. I was like, when's my point where I can cast this? Oh, it was right then and there. Following along with these is tough sometimes, so... I get a second chance. I love this. Alright, cool. So I would have killed them. I would have killed them this turn, but I messed that up, so... Okay. Yeah. So when I cast it... Yeah, well. You can have your Lily on it.
Your corpse will make an excellent minion.
Uh-huh.
Rise and shine.
They didn't cast it, huh? They'll probably counterspell this, which is fine. Now, I would have had them dead if I didn't mess up on my lightning bolt, but that's why I love this Mardu control deck. I pretty much always get it done.
Good, mindless minion.
Okay. Pass the turn. Attack me for 4. 14 and 6. Puts me to 8. So then I pretty much die the next turn. Okay, so I got like 3 turns left.
Smelly, but effective.
Yeah. That is fine. And cycle. Got the 2 lands. Just tapped. Yeah, I would have had them dead if I had just didn't mess up on that lightning strike. Oh, it's so stupid. Okay. Top 4 cards. Non-creature, no land. Okay, yeah, it's a filter goes finds just things.
Putrid, but effective.
Okay, so this is my last turn. I have to draw 1 more burn spell. I have 6. I should have roughly like 6 things left in the deck. They probably won't let this resolve, but you know, it's cool that there's like always that chance. Might as well. What you got? I got the Sinister Sabotage. Jumpstart. Go for it. Come on. I'm trying to figure out how they want to tap for it. Alright, there we go. Turn minus anyways. But yeah, I would have had them dead if I didn't mess up because I drew lightning bolt. I drew lightning strike, lightning strike. Oh, I would have had them dead. Oh well.
Oh my! I seem to have laid waste to your army. Oops.
So, unopposed field, she can, like, do the thing in so many turns. Alright, so... These are... We're going to do non-counterables. Going to swap into... That's right, this version doesn't do the Dread Horde thing. I forgot to swap these out for Dread Hordes. Bane Fire is definitely something I want to put in here. So we're getting a bit more burny with them is all that we're trying to do. 3, 7, 6, 10. Gotta put 2 cards in. Okay. 2 cards gotta go in. What goes in? I think this is the maximum amount of burn. So, okay, we're good then. I'm trying to think if like the Karn should go in here, but I'm not going to worry about it. Well, I got room for 2 more cards, huh? Put 2 Karns back in. We'll call it there. I think that's good. I think that's good. We'll go with that. Go for it again. Interesting, but I'll have all my stuff. So, keep 7. Get this out of the way. there. Pass the turn. And for being a pure burn. Thing. So, gonna do another. Do this Triome here, right? Pass the turn. I'll brush it off with this information campaign. If they do, I'm probably gonna drop the Angrath. Thought Erasure. Yeah, go right ahead. Tell me what you want to get rid of. Yeah, read the Engrath. They're like, I hate that sword point diplomacy. You're not getting any cards, no. Like, okay, if you say so. My turn. I'll keep that. So, pass. They are a discard heavy deck, but yeah, I think I also realized that my deck is based around drawing cards. My turn. All right. Risk factor. You take the 4 damage. They're keeping up all their mana because they want to deal with my Angrath. Magic Missile! I should have got rid of more of the Clarions. That's what I should have got rid of. Yeah, I kept them just in case to try and clear out the Liliana tokens, but that was kind of stupid. Okay, so... I can just do it again next turn. It's a sorcery. That can't be countered. So we're going to keep this. And I'm gonna pass the turn. Come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would draw me up to like a 9th card. For a basic land card, but I don't need the extra white, right? So we got red light, do. Then I go get. I don't need the extra white source. I need basic. I have plenty of ribs right now, so I'll grab the swamp. Solve. We're gonna discard this Clarion, so I don't even need it. So another 5, drop the 8, cast 1 card next turn. What are they going to give me? Well, opponent, what do you give me? They take the 4 this time. Not a bad idea. I can appreciate that. So, I'm going to play with fire, so we're going to go for Obnixilis. They kept their mana open. They want to counter something. We'll give them something to counter. Okay, any counters they use up now on Ob, where they won't get towards this Angrath.
Enough. Notions of morality.
They didn't have something, so now they
defy me, power, and you'll lose everything.
Okay, pass the turn. Hit him with a play with fire at end of turn. That's what we can do. Ah, they kept it around. Interesting.
My revenge will be cruel and painful.
That's a good idea. Make sure that they can actually go for that. Set this up. If they counter that, that would be hilarious. Really? Test of talents. Gonna get rid of all my play with fires, huh? I've only used 2 so far, so that's 4 extra damage I don't get to give you, which is fine. But I got there. It looks like they're probably gonna have the counterspell now, which is fine. But they're eventually gonna run out of ammunition. I'm trying to figure out when they run out of ammunition. Nifty control deck. I like it. I can do Disinformation Campaign, Search for Azcanta, stuff in Pioneer. I wouldn't mind basing my Ashiok deck around that. Fine. We'll go for Andrath and -3. Do they have any more counterspells?
Ever seen water burn? You will. Your crew for my freedom? A fair price.
Pay 2 life, surveil 2. I did need that land, but it's whatever. End of turn. I still have him dead with either Magic Missile or Lightning Strike, so if I draw the land, I still have Inescapable Blaze. So I should have kept the land on top. That was really dumb of me. And if I don't draw a land now, I'm so stupid. But they're sitting there, they're like, oh, jeez. I'm gonna surveil. In any order. So I could have put them. I could have like done it twice. I have to discard a card. Probably the Blaze. They're reading Inescapable Blaze. So yeah, can't be countered. Attack me. Okay, fair enough. Contempt. Okay, fair enough.
Ram a new course free.
I drew it anyways. I should have got rid of the Lightning Strike, then I kept the land. Gonna put like. Okay, so it's like, alright, I have to spin it, and then it'll make it 3. Good. Next combat. They can attack me if they want. They can't use their surveil ability, which is cool because the surveil just plays into my game plan of burning them out. Nothing is available, please restart. Will do. And please let it be an uninterruptible restart. That Explore Anthology, gonna put cards in there. Cards! Cards. Thinking real hard about it. Oh, Storm Giants. That's a good one. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. That makes it 13. It's just enough. Stability matches friendly is not updated in 10 minutes. Alright, alright. Got it. Alright, so now we'll restart. That was pretty cool. That was a good match, and I played semi-terribly. do is exit game. Yep. Show this desktop here. Thank you. Arena. Yep. It just considers everything to be minimized when you do that. Interesting. Good to know. But all right, we are. It says downloading update 1 of 1, and it's almost done. It's only I'm gonna say it's 154. Actually, it was either like 154 kilobytes or like a 15.4 kilobyte thing. I'm gonna put my money on 154. Didn't see exactly what it said, but I need new glasses anyway, so there's that. There we go. Arena already back up and running. Authentication failed. Alright, we'll have to check the status of the Arena box. Thing in progress. Full deployment estimated at like 3-ish hours. Yeah, I was like, please don't take... Everything says under maintenance. Unresolved incident. Unresolved incident, game maintenance. Ugh, that's annoying. Gotta go through like a whole restart of maintenance just because. Man, that's kind of booty. That's all I'm gonna say. Man, alright. I guess I'll just use Tune Switch over here and play some form of video game. But, damn, man. Ah, shucks. I was really hoping that it would just be like, oh, they're going to be in the game. You get to just play it. There won't be any downtime, but I was completely wrong. Ah, shucks. Alright, well. Turn on some stuff over here. And, yeah. Guess I will try and figure out what to do in the meantime. Shucks, you know? Logins under maintenance. Oh well. Okay. With that being down for now, I'm not going to reset everything to I normally set it up. I'm going to turn on this Tune Switch. It's going to play some other video game. And that will be due for now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Ethereal Armor. They're putting some of the Eldrazi in here. We're getting Wastes, Basic Land, Sliver, Hive Lord. If you're gonna throw a rainbow creature like Sliver Hive Lord in there, just give us Chromanticore, just for the giggles, please. Oh man. So, Tune was doing some Animal Crossing. I'm sorry to disrupt your playthrough, my good sir. Okay, it looks like he was just booting up the game. So, not too far into it. Didn't swap this over yet, my bad. Go right over here. And, now I might start putting the chat box over here in the side or something. Might be an idea I do. But, maybe not. Oh well. So, what's there to play on Tune Switch? Sets it to Bowser, that's hilarious. Take off these headphones for now. Headphones are kind of unnecessary at this point in time. Just set them to the side, just in case. Move stuff around. We're at the best of behest. And, So some things. I never even tried the League Strikers. Volume is kind of loud. Oops. I'll make sure to turn that back up for him a bit later. Do I want to play something SNES or Genesis? Not done any Street Fighter in a while. Maybe I'll give that a go. Hmm. 164. It's feeling like a tough choice right now. So, all I'm going to do is just keep this one thing open here so I can just keep refreshing it. It's such a shame. I was really looking forward to playing with Magic cards. It's like, you know what? If they're going to introduce something, just play it on a day or two after. Unless you're going to be doing an evening stream, will be the only way I can actually truly have at something that they're introducing. So unfortunate. I'm going to try and play some Sega Genesis then. Sega! Good old classic Sega. Maybe now's a good time to get good at Dynamite Heady again. Ooh, so many good games. I don't think I've ever truly done a full playthrough of Rise Star. It's not a bad game. It's a very like slow-paced platformer kind of a thing. It's not bad though. But a lot of people are just like, you look at it and you're like, childish game. It's like, I guess 100% not really. Never tried this Contra Hardcore. I've tried some Castlevania Bloodlines, but man, am I bad at it. It's tough. That's a tough game. I have the cartridge of this game. This one's not bad, and I kind of want to show it off at some point. Just trying off some Zero Wing on the hardest difficulty the other time. Some Wonton Mega Man. Could be good. I'm going to go with Earthworm Jim. This game is famous for being difficult. It's such a weird... Fire with jump. Difficult practice. We'll go with that. Fire from the left, whips on the right. Yeah, you get like an 8-way whip. This game does not mind taking you to task like immediately. I don't think there's any way to like... Just a random cow. Cow launched. I forgot you could do the hold on to that button just for got rid of the dog. Dog does not come back. Oh, you're supposed to jump with that horn up there. I know there's a way to go left, but it's really precise. I swear I had to jump on that. If I can't get up, I'm just gonna move on. I had it too. I just gotta trust in it, you know? Oh well. Move on. This is one of those games where you can start getting like really precise at it. Couldn't get that for extra gun. There's still some extra gun down there. I'm gonna save those. How are you supposed to get that? Weird. Don't know. There's a way down, huh? Yeep. Well, that question then. Ah, there's a hook up there. Yeet. Oh. Okay. Cool, got an extra life. Gotta love that. So low on health. There we go. Very cool. Come on. You.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, move it, move it. Sometimes I think they work too hard to make this game as, like, quote, difficult as possible. This is one of those arbitrary difficulty kind of games. Alright, stage is done.
Groovy.
The gameplay in this game is really tight-knit for as weird as it looks. Yeah, willy-nilly. Hey, Magic. Magic's under maintenance. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's under maintenance, so there's not much you can do about it. I'm like, well, I gotta go play something else now, because I can't cast the cards I want to cast. I might just do, like, Magic Part 2 on Friday. Go, like, Tetris first, then Magic. Just to make up for it. It's... Source. Oh, yeah, this is the stage. But let me see here. Yep, MTG Arena status page. Everything is under maintenance for right now. That is the unfortunate truth. So, bam. Everything under maintenance for Magic. Just stuck playing the waiting game. I'm probably going to play Earthworm Jim for a little bit longer. Not one of my more favorite games. I know a lot of people really like it. It's a real cult classic. So to those who do like the game, kudos to you. It's not a bad one. The game is so arbitrarily difficult, though. Gosh. Those fires hurt you. Okay, good to know. Well, a good game selection. Never a big fan of it. I'm going to try a Comic Zone, actually. That game is also notoriously difficult, but for less arbitrary reasons. If I left the menu open, not really. I don't think so, no. I just left this. This is a web page for them. For that, for me to see if it's doing that under the maintenance still. And I won't be surprised. This thing probably won't come back up from maintenance until like it's time for me to leave for work. So I'm just gonna try Magic again, either like next week, maybe on Friday. Too much stuff to play and not enough time. What can you do? So I'm just gonna leave that window up so we can all understand that like there is nothing I can do. You know, I'm gonna play some Sonic Spinball. And it's notoriously bad music. Oh yeah, this song. Oh, wait. down. Just gotta do the same thing on the other side. By holding the directional pad, you can influence Sonic a little bit. Keep missing. There we go. Damn. Luck alert. Oh man. Okay, I got that one. Oh, I hit myself right towards it. Damn, still can't get it. Neat. Oh, no. Not getting anywhere. Finally. Wow, am I getting unlucky? This side I need to be on. That'll work. There we go. Dang. How unlucky. Whoop. Don't do that again, huh? Hit me up there. Game is not being kind to me. Oops. There we go. Please just give me the thing. Oh well. Oops. Hit the wrong button. How far back can I go? Really far back. Easy enough. Still under maintenance. Loop de force. There we go. Oh, got right to where I need to go. Cool. That makes it easy. Cool. Let's open. Two more barrels. Not my day for this game. Still under maintenance. Oh man. I just want to play some Ethereal Armor and make a okay. Sewer warp. Every time you do a sewer warp, it causes a cluck alert. There we go. Do it again. Do 3 of those loops and you'll open up that little pathway. Eep. Come on. That'll work. Two more hours into the boss room. Pull switch first. Well, I would if I could. If I wouldn't just randomly up and die. Sewer warps. Yeep. Okay then. Wow, alright, that was game. First adventure game ever! Huh. Trademark of Konami. Let's see if I can ever get past the second stage now. Attack jump item. John Morris, Eric Lecard. Comes much relevant in a different Castlevania game. And the Morris family line occurs in what's the word? Texas. Segovia, Spain. Texas. Texas! Where was the council dragged to Romania? I want to say this game takes place during World War I. Feasting on a dead body that them crows be doing. Right. Preemptive audios, fair enough. I'll give you a preemptive wheel. Just so bats don't fly into me. Because, yeah, I see a bear bug right there. If I can even type today. Whoosh. Let me get myself out of here. Man, they need to bring back Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth. Because that was a fantastic... God, monster. I was on the halfway boss. That's right, all these things have halfway bosses. I forgot about that. Energy Wimp. Wimp. Energy. Energetic Whip. There's no timer on these stages. That's actually really cool. Still under maintenance. Shucks. Okay. Boomerang. Huh, if you do up and B, you can do a magical version of something. That's interesting. So they kind of show you where some cracks in the walls are. Huh. Oh, jeez. Pressure tags cost a lot. Huh? Alright, it's dead. Yay! Yay! Under maintenance still. Oh, it's the third stage I can't beat. Atlantis Shrine in Greece. Oh, yes, this great song that kept coming back. Okay. Three damage. Hey boy, I got cheated on that RNG. Whoop. Got Minotaur. One up. I want to say this Castlevania game is where Michiru Yamane got her her start. Beat up the dude trying to drown everybody. Really? Die, bird! Awesome. Not awesome. Big on you. This will teach me how to play perfect. 3-part mini-boss. Okay. Bam. Thank you, little goblin. Under maintenance. They jump. So you only get 3 uses of it, okay. Good to know. Phew. Get out of here. Boss time. Break. Nice. Golem be gone. So here's the stage I normally always do horribly at. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. I sound really bad in this stage, and it's kind of going okay. Double hit off the axe? got all of them. Go back pretty far. There's only one way up. Okay. Double check. There's no other multiple paths or anything. There we go. Oh. And do an upward swing thing. Interesting. Good to know. Refresh? Nothing. Well, sorry everybody. We get some magic next time. The thing messed up. It's kept it all. The image is all the one frame. Alright, I'm now at the furthest point I've ever made it into the game. Mini boss. I feel about this stage. Okay. I like how they, okay, so they differentiated the candle so that you know if that's a candle that's going to have a sub-item in it. That's a really great idea. Uh-oh. Whatever they mechanically figured out with the Sega Genesis is pretty cool. Ha! Ah, it still gave me the thing anyways. Wham. Yeah, give me a jewel. Sweet. Let's ignore that demon. Ooh. There we go. Bye-bye. Boy, trying to master this game and like do this without rewind effects. I think they always did say this was one of the hardest classic Castlevania games. So, and it shows. It absolutely shows. Munitions factory in Germany. Iron Will Intention. Or Iron Blue Intention. My bad. No. Boned. Skip these skeletons. Oh yeah, meat. These reinforced skeletons. Three hits, even with a power thing. That was bad. Alrighty. There we go. Whoop. Now reanimating Dola hands? No, okay, I just probably cool. Whoop. Still under maintenance, huh? Boy, I'm glad they don't have timers anymore. The Medusa hit in the exact same spot. Get to keep it as long as I have energy for it. I think they put special markings in the walls now. Dare you! Whack. Oh, you are a powerful ghost, huh? You? Oh. Okay, Frankenstein. Alright, Frankenstein's monster. That thing was humongous! Not expecting that. It's a giant axe is what that's supposed to be, isn't it? Got a lot of health. You cannot crouch walk like in 4, which would have been really useful there. I mean, my jump's really awkward. Did not gain damage, which was cool. hell? Huh. Huh. One automaton. Well, there you go. That's how that boss goes. Stage 5. Versailles Palace, France. Turn on arena anyway. Oh, this sounds like it's gonna be a very good music source. Why did my start bar just disappear? Like, taskbar just like up and disappeared. It's like, that's odd. It actually says loading card database. We're just gonna turn off any second now, though. Requesting format data. It's looking semi-possible here. This just inverts your controls for a bit. Huh. Red skeletons just... What? Yeesh. They went overboard on that? Hey, well, you know, looks like it's back up. Bam, game saved. Okay. Cube draft. Let's see here. So this is under maintenance for them, but we'll swamp over, see what's up. Game does have the music, so alright. MTG Arena. Bam, there it is. I already have those. Arena Cube Draft. Draft 3 packs contain some of the sweetest cards in all of MTG Arena. I might go for that today. That sounds pretty good. Probably will do some maybe next time, but we'll go for regular, traditional some other time. Maybe we can manage it in the future. Oh yeah, I had done. No, I had not done this something like this. So this event is Into the Future. The latest set of alchemy cards is here. I hit the laboratory. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. It's like, oh, here's the new alchemy stuff. Here's this or that. So cool. We're in. I can talk about the explorer cards with just enough time left to actually do so. Close down the tunes switch here. Back up to volume 10 where you had before turning it off. So, alright, I get at least a little bit more magic in today, which is kind of nice. Start even if I do or don't play. Tick Tock, Reforged Monsters. File. Power Stones aplenty. I'm all for that. Patch Plate Resolute. Enters the Elite's battlefield. You get a boon with. What the heck is a boon? Cast your next creature spell. That creature spell for the next one. Oh, so it's like a little. It's like a triggered ability. Interesting though. That's a pretty cool card for historic. That could be really good in the Tempered Steel deck. By Elspeth's command, at the beginning of combat on your turn, it's a champion for 3. Choose one that wasn't chosen during your last combat. On target soldier perpetually gains +1 of flying. Wow. Card in your hand perpetually gets 1/1 of edges. Perpetually means just like permanently. We'll always continuously have this for the rest of the game, even no matter what. Create 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. Okay. These decks do seem sweet. You're confronted by robbers. No, it's an older card. Some of these do seem pretty cool. Tell me about the Power Stones aplenty. Putting the Karn Living Legacy in here. Oh boy. Transpire. Still 2/4 for 3. Looks like that didn't change. Purgle's Prodigy. Creates a tap Power Stone token. Hornstone's here, I'm all for it. Ocean Courier. They put the other particular blue-red card in here on purpose. Yeah, Bank Buster. Power Stones. Warzone Duplicator. Return target creature and opponent controls with power less than the worst. The creature wasn't a token. Conjure a duplicate of it into your hand. A project gains you may spend mana over. Man, I kind of cast this. Okay, I see. It only costs 6. It's pretty strong. Okay, back again. And we'll just keep going backwards a bit. More about the dex missions later. Let's see here. Give the gift of magic. Already bought plenty of in-paper Brothers War stuff, but if someone were to give me a bundle edition, that'd be pretty sweet. Alright, so yeah. Alchemy Brothers War is here. With Explorer Technology, basic land styles, and more. Awesome. And the cube. Alright, let's go to the store before I look at the cube's pool. The cube is probably going to have some very interesting stuff. I'm intrigued to see it and play that. Go to deals here. What do we got? Cobbled Lancer. 16 more horse. Also, it's all horse-themed stuff. Oh boy. I'll tell Professor to check these out later. Animating sleeves. Yeah, hey Professor, get Arena. What's the time marker? 2 hours 40 minutes, got it. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay. Alchemist Bundle. They give you... It's a one-time purchase. What does it give you? 20 booster packs. Oh, cool. Full art wastes. Alright, so here is the alchemy thing that I was intending to get. Oh, these are here too. Ooh. These aren't that bad. They're kind of alright. I like them. I like them. With the background board. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. What's this? Prison Sentinel. Oh, I see. I see. Secret layer. Meaning of life sleeves. These are really cool artworks. Oh, artworks for the for all the some of the things in there. Scroll this a certain direction, thank you. Trying to go this direction here. Look at some more sleeves. What is this? The Wizards of the Street sleeves. Wheel of Fate. Something like that. What is this? Time Trouble 2? Interesting. Tezzeret? Nissa? And Narset. These ones are funny. Yeah. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunter. called the Primal Hunger. It's delicious. They're like cereals. Oh, these full art lands. Very nice. Very nice thing. Very nice. Yeah. So that's all that's there. Man, these full arts. Pretty sweet. So, the things that came in this set are this pack, this Anthology pack. Eidolon of the Great Level. One of the most fantastic mono-red burn cards that ever exist. I think my Legacy deck still has these Eidolons of Great Levels in them, I think. If they don't, well, they should be in there. I'm pretty certain they're in there. And just, yeah, whenever a player casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, deals 2 damage to that player. I mean, it's... Go ahead. Cast your Brainstorms. Cast your Counter Spells. Damage, damage, damage. You're damaging yourself. Plus, oh, I'll take 2 damage, but I'm dealing 3 damage to you, so I'm 1 damage ahead of you. If I go Lightning Bolt, I'm taking 2, but you're taking 3. So I stay ahead of the curve on that. It's just so good. Mana Confluence does all your fixing. Is one of the best cards. I think they're even more efficient. Produce any color things, but plus it's a reworked City of Brass. City of Brass deals 1 damage to you whenever it becomes tapped. But Mana Confluence doesn't have that problem and can still generate any color of mana for you. I use this card all the time in 5-color decks. Shrine of the Nykthos is a great mono-color deck because it says for tap 3 lands, you add an amount of mana to their amount of mana of that color, because you choose a color, add amount of mana of that color equal to your devotion to that color. And your devotion to a color is how many of that color's mana symbols are on the permanents you control. If you have a creature with 3 green symbols on it to cast it, this thing will produce 3 mana from that. So if you have multiple creatures out that have green symbols, you'll just produce that much more green. If you have 3 creatures that have a combination of 5 green mana symbols on them, you will produce 5 mana from just 3 lands. And you can ramp really hard with that. You can do it, it's best in green, but you can do it a bit better in some other colors. Mutavault is a great, super fantastic, tribal-friendly card. That's also really easy to turn into a creature. Oh, 1 mana, and then swing with the 2/2. And if you have any things that say, this creature type gets a buff of some sort. Mutavault is all creature types forever. Corsair Cruvix was a solid, super amazing Theros block card that fixed so many mid-range decks. It did your fixing. You know, you play with the top card of your library field. You can play that land from the top of your library. So you just get an extra, like, you're like, okay, you know, next, it's like, okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, a land's on top. I'll just play the land from the top of my deck. You know, get that one out of the way. I don't have to draw that land from the top of my deck. It's so good. But with the landfall effect, it gives you, they eroded it to say landfall, because it did not say landfall before. But it practically has landfall, you know? Whenever land is battlefield under control, you gain 1 life. Yeah, the original card did not say landfall because it didn't have to. But they're like, it's an evergreen thing now. It's, you know, that's what landfall does. Eldrazi Displacer. The Eldrazi Displacer decks were so annoying because they would blink something and get a super decent effect off of blinking something. Plus, if you try, like, I'm gonna attempt to kill this thing, they just go 3 mana, blink it, your spell fizzles, and you're just like, and that's all you could do. But I'm glad they brought this back. It's a potent card. And of course we get wastes to go along with it. It's weird that it looks like in this set they're selling these waste basics separately. Or no, maybe they're just always, the wastes are already in your library as a basic land, but if you want this like cool looking version of them, which who wouldn't want this cool looking version? It is so good looking, you know? That's what it is. Worldbreaker. It's such a, wow. It's a spell that requires green to cast, but is technically a colorless spell because of the devoid ability on it. So this card is technically colorless, even though it requires a color to cast it. When you cast a spell, exile target artifact, enchantment, or land. Yeah, it's just really good, as you can tell already. Like, oh, big beefy dude, 5/7. Also, one less land for you. Sacrifice on return, world breaker from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, I faced off against, oh yeah, Toon's cousin, Joe. Fantastic man, wonderful dude. He played a red-green, you could say, mid-range. It was a very aggressive style mid-range, and he could just churn out these world breakers, and it's just like, ooh, man, they would just wreck your face. But yeah, good to see some of these things coming back into the Explorer format that are already available in Pioneer on paper. Kozilek, it's a big beefy Kozilek. It explains itself. A 12/12 for 10 mana, 2 of which must be colorless. Cast the spell if you have 7 cards in hand. Draw cards equal to this. So it just refills your hand to 7. Has menace. So you discard a card with mana value X. You can counter target spell with mana value X. It's just insane. But when you're paying 10 mana, this is, and then Thought-Knot Seer. Oh, devastating card. And you can just churn out Thought-Knot Seers, man. But yeah, you basically Thought-See something from their hand, but it goes to exile instead of the graveyard, and they get to draw a card if they ever manage to kill this thing somehow. But good luck with that. It's a 4/4 for 4. Mana Reshaper, I never saw it as like a pretty decent card, I feel like it didn't get much play. It was okay, but it was At the top of the you may put that card on the battlefield if it's a permanent card with mana value 3 or less. Like, pretty potent. It probably works very well with certain cards nowadays, but it wasn't the most prevalent thing when it came out. But I think maybe a rotation later it might have mattered, but it wasn't too bad. So now we got Fiery Impulse. I'm surprised that this card's a bit of a Pioneer staple, because it's a shock that can sometimes become a lightning bolt, but only to creatures. I never saw the appeal of it, but it gets used in a controlling style deck. You're looking to just blap a creature anyways. I understand. This card's way more important. Reflector Mage from I don't remember the name of that set. It's a Gate Crash? Not Gate Crash. Gate Watch. That was it. Because he had Battle for Zendikar. Something like just Gate Watch or something, I think was all it was. Just called Gate Watch. Anyways, Reflector Mage. Stupidly good card. You return a target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand, and that owner can't cast spells with the same name as that creature until your next turn. So you go, hey, it's my turn. Bounce that creature. Pass. Can't cast that creature again this turn. And then once it comes back to you, then they can cast it. But if they can cheat it onto the field like they do Aether Vial or some other means, they can like just put it into play. but it like that's likely not going to happen, and it just fades a whole card for a whole extra set of turns. It's like until your next turn, you're not going to see that thing. It's stupid. It's really good. It's stupidly good. And I don't think it ever got the ban. They might have banned it with like a month left to go, and a month or two left to go in standard, just to be like, hey, we just want things to be changed up. It's banned for now. Have fun. Go wild. But I think they didn't ban it because they said it might have also. They might have done that, or they might have not banned it because they were trying to. It's like it holds another card in check, so just because you didn't want a Reflector Mage, a Siege Rhino, because then they were just going to Lightning Helix you again. So it's like, Now, Soldier of the Pantheon, a fantastic creature for white weenie decks all the time. Protection from multicolored. I think has, it was just really good. It's a really good card. It's very solid, gains you a life. And yeah, it's just solid. It's very simple, very straightforward. It's a Savannah Lions with upside. That's it. It's Savannah Lions with upside. The end. Or downside if you're trying to like put a multicolored enchantment on it. Brave the Elements was a strong card, and yeah. I had used that before in a white weenie deck. I can't remember what white weenie deck it was I was playing, but it had that. And yeah, solid. Very solid. Choose color. White creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color to end of turn. Satyr Wadefinder was a great fixer for graveyard strategies, which were pretty prevalent at the time in Theros. When you played Abzan Whip, or even Sultai Whip, whenever you played a Whip deck, the Whip of Erebos deck, you were just, yeah, you'd play 4 of this card. It's like, this card might be pretty good. Read it a couple times. You're like, oh, you can either put a land. You're going to get a land. I thought I also did enchantments. Right, you put a land card from among them, so it'll help fix your draws. And then you're putting things in the graveyard. You kind of want to be there anyways. The thing was an innocuously good card. You wouldn't expect it to be, but it is. Plus, it's like you get Grizzly Salvage, but on a creature. It's easier to cast than Green-Black. Rending Volley. Speaks for itself. Super solid. Can't be countered. 4 damage to a white or blue creature. Just sideboard all day kind of card. I always loved blapping things with this card. Just, oh, that's a nice thing you have there. Also, Rending Volley. Many times people would be like, you'd leave a red open, cast their flying creature and be like, Rending Volley, and you just flip it down. You're like, Rending Volley, and they're like, okay, it's on that one. Clever Impersonator is an interesting card that never got much play in the past. It did not get any play in the block it came out in, or even maybe even the following block. But maybe it's finding more use nowadays, because it can be a copy of any non-land permanent. That is, things other than creatures. So this thing is actually really good. Rereading it, it's like any non-land permanent. Oh, I can copy your Planeswalker or one I already have on the field. Oh, I can do this or that. It's very, very useful. And I think it probably has better targets in a wider format, an Eternal format, than it did in Standard. But it did not see much play in Standard. Whenever you opened one, you're just like, this thing sucks. And rereading it, it's like, oh, that's got some use. That's got a lot of good use. It makes me wonder, man, could Standard have been different if we just thought about this card differently? Probably. The card I've been waiting for, I saw it, I was like, I'm sold, I'm extra sold. I was kind of like, on some of these cards, but it's an anthology, but nope. Hive Lord! Sliver creatures you control have indestructible. And thanks to sets like Keldheim, there are changeling creatures. Changelings have all creature types, all the time. So besides the slivers that are probably available here on Arena, there's other changelings that can be meshed with this card. It's so good. I cannot wait to work with that. Eerie Interlude is pretty much similar to Eldrazi Displacer. It's literally the exact same thing, but as a spell, and for any number of creatures you control, not just. So, it got some use. I didn't see it too often in many decks, but it wasn't that bad. But yeah, it's cool to see this card back, and I'm like, yeah, people are going to definitely happy to see this. I'm surprised Dispel was not available up until this point in time. Like, Dispel was not available until now? But Dispel's a pretty solid card. I think the first printing of Dispel may have been in the original Zendikar. Not 100% certain, but it received a lot of reprints after that. It's super solid, but it's a bit narrow. But it makes a lot of sense. Counter target instant spell. Like, it's a perfect low card, and has saved me from a good number of things. This amazing, beautiful card, Ethereal Armor. +1/+1 for each enchantment you control, and has First Strike. Now, it only gives you the buff for enchantments, not artifacts. It's not artifact and enchantments, just enchantments. But it's still really good because it's automatically giving you a 1/1 off of itself. And if you're playing a more enchantment-enthused deck like my Azortifax, well, it gets very big very fast. Super duper fast, especially on a Trampler. And if you can get the Trampler lifelink, oh yeah. But the fact that it doesn't do artifacts well, only enchantments, this kind of makes me go, but we can probably work around that. And yeah, it's only 1 mana, which makes it very easy to cast and leave other stuff available. Zulaport Cutthroat. This card was the key access for was it Nantoku Shaman decks or something at the time? But Rally the Ancestor decks would be like, oh, you know, you sack all these things, rally the ancestors, bring them all back, sacrifice them again. And you could either do it where you're like giving buffs to a thing, attacking, you know, plus pinging. You drain 1 every time a creature you control dies. Very, very solid, sturdy card. And man, does the Cutthroat really blow out games. Shaman of the Pack, straightforward, a nice like, you know, toss in finisher for an elf deck. You're like, all right, I'm playing my elves. I swing with my elves. I cast Shaman of the Pack. So when I use battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control. You're just like, oh, attack you with 5 elves. Now, Shaman of the Pack, you lose 5. Or you can do it first and then attack and like just put them on the back. Like, oh, you can't do the thing now. You have less health. But yeah, good solid finisher for elf decks. Like, this just makes elf tribal, especially in modern, so good. And most elf decks in Legacy are combo decks, but elf decks in Pioneer and Modern are tribal aggressive decks. And this is the perfect finisher for them, so welcome to Arena, baby! Last little innocuous card, Nylea's Presence. I don't know what it's used for or how it helps, but it's great for domain style decks, which came back in Dominaria United. So yeah. Replaces itself when you cast it. You're just like, oh, put this on land, draw a card. Now that land is every basic land type. That actually works way too stupidly well with Leyline Binding. So there's your deck. Leyline Binding, Nylea's Presence, and Ethereal Armor. Oh boy. Bant enchantments. What if I do a redux on a Zortifax into Bant enchantments? Ooh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's probably what this dude's... The Pantheon guy would be really great. That. Oh, buddy. Courser Crewfix, of courser works well with Ethereal because it's an enchantment creature. Ooh, they picked some really good things to bring. What if I could do like a red-white version? Maybe not. But okay. Don't have enough stuff for it right now. Probably just gonna purchase it. And also get these lands. Because they're really good. Waiting for server. Cool. So much noise, I'm sorry. Can't help myself. Can totally, but I'm just not. So. Go to gems. You have to give wants you the money. That would be about that. Going to... this here. Bam. Do that for right now. Okay, good there. Turn this. There we go. So, through this little cinematic, like, you've got everything now! But I don't know what to do with Eidolon of the Great Revel. Honestly, don't. Like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to play with most of these cards. These things work pretty well with Power Stones. Oh, an Eldrazi deck with Power Stones? Oh, shoot. Oh boy, yes, Sliver Hive Lord. Alright, well that's everything then. Oh, wow. Go big and go home, as they say. 124. Just enough time for a little bit of things. So this would be a historic deck. Historic could be an interesting spot for it. Collected Company is also another thing I was looking forward to for Sliver decks. We're going to go Hive Lord. Maybe 3. Lands, mountain, forest. Looking for lands that can like produce just about any color. Tri-lands could probably go in here, maybe. They're a bit slow though for this creature style deck. I probably want things like Boros Charm back in here again. Let's do collected and not collected. So Boros Charm is not back in the deck, which is rough. Very rough. But I got to throw the Silver Hive Lord in here, so I'm happy. Just leave it as is. Tempered Steel, have to work on that. Historic version of Mardu Control. There we go. Oopsies. Sideboard. Trade more for that. Sort of store facts. Looking for the Explorer version. There we go. Needs 3, so we're going to go for Ethereal Armor. Cool, done. We're how that plays. Give it a go. Besides that, that's 128. All right, so take a look at this cube. What else can do this? I'm probably gonna, if you're gonna view the card pool, but I am gonna go to the restroom real quick. So BRB. So I am. Be able to wait, but we'll look at the cards real quick. I'm just gonna gloss them over, not talk about anything. Try to do the draft, maybe get a game in, and I gotta head out. So, be one quick sec. Okay, we are back. We just hit these certain buttons here. Done. Alrighty, so what are the cards? What are the cards? Yeah, I'm not surprised that made it in. So some of the alchemy cards are in here. Disdain. Legion's Landing, right? The Version of Mantis. Dawn of Vanguard, right? Intrepid. Dancing Swords. Not bad. Sailway's pretty decent. Companion. History of Benalia. Let's try a minor token theme again. Overwhelming Splendor. Okay. Go Lyra. And the Elishnorn. Right. See the little combat couriers here. It's all about trying to see what certain things this will appear in here, as well as what's been here already. Omen of the Sea. Trickster, pretty solid card. Metamorph. Never a good thing you'd expect. Didn't see the one. White Mythos, but that's alright. Crypt Breaker, oh man. Of course, go through it's immediately in there. Okay. Yeah, super solid. Not surprised. Very good stuff. Alright, then I'm just going to head right into it. I'm going to finish looking out. Well, maybe I will. 6 Mastery. Ooh, that Chandra is really good. So we're not playing like the Color Potency Cube Draft thing. Cube tab once again, awesome. Oh, the Urza's in here. Is the full Urza meld here? It has to be, right? Sphinx's Rev. Sprite Dragon. Ooh. Oh, and the Mishra's in here. Both melds are in here. Question is, the Titanium meld? Oh, it is. All 3 melds are in here. Just to earn another card. So that character. Treasure map. Cityscape leveler. Oh my gosh. No Phyrexian Dragon Engine? So we have the Urza thing, but we don't have Phyrexian Dragon Engine? Or is it in the red area? Was it in... Oh, okay, yeah, it's over here. Right. Oh, yes, good old Ulamog. Alright, this is going to be a potent as heck draft. I'm going to fail miserably. Here we go. So, Phantom cards you draft are not add to your collection if it ends, so we can get cards. Get some cards. Get amount of gold equal to cards. You always get 3 cards. gonna get gold coins. So the best thing you'd want to do is like spend 4,000, but just for the sake of playing. You almost never want to. You never want to do gems for coin events, but I don't have enough coins right now, and I don't want to wait to have enough coins. And when I have enough coins next week, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and play. Spend some coins there and try this again. I'll let you guys know the results of this deck and see what we can form while we're here. Ready. Here's the side. Splendor. Sure. Ooh, Glory Blinger. Probably want to go with that. Oak Despair. Probably gonna go Glory Bringer. Tromes. Be some filtering lands for later. Time Wipe. Some people are gonna see this and be like, "Oh, white." Create 2 plagues on. Source. 3 more creature tokens. Transform it. Any 3 creature tokens. Pretty strong in and of itself. Factory Groundbreaker does. 2 cards named Mishra's Foundry. Wow, that's strong. But I'm going the Glorybringer pathway. Uh-oh, it looks like the thing messed up. Okay, I'm gonna just exit out of the program real quick. Reboot it. Oh, man. Well, I guess we know what happened to the draft now. I was like, oh, sweet. I was excited to get some extra Magic gameplay in, but I guess it's going to be next week. Response payload. When people trying to log back in, it's just crashed the thing. Guess I shouldn't have tried for that draft. Oh, shucks. Well, maybe we'll just call it there then. Not gonna be anything I can do about it. Well, That's alrighty. Getting a little close to work time for me anyways. Can you really do? Can you really do? Yeah. Shucks. It was running really well though. But I still got them cards in, got stuff done, so that's cool. Not gonna complain. Not really gonna complain. Alright. Well, with that, we'll just call it a day there. Start the chat, bring some of these boxes back in. And, well, hey, thanks for joining me today to try a little bit of Magic. Had that good game of Explorer and talked a lot about cards and things. And I guess it was just one of those funny little hangout days. So, I will see you guys on Thursday for Pokemon and Mario Kart 8. Mostly trying to feature the Wave 3 DLC courses. Then, Friday, gonna be a bit of a toss-up between what the heck's going on that day. I was like, change it up with some fighting games. Got some leftover Magic to try. Got a Tetris 99 Cup to do, so that one's up in the air, but we'll see. I have 3 selections. At least try to do a little bit of 2 of them. It'll probably go Tetris and fighting games just because they haven't been on in a while. Maybe I'll just make it Tetris and Magic for simplicity's sake. Fighting games can just wait till next time. So, with that, Upright doesn't try again on Friday. I should stick to it. All right, but now's the time for debating. Go have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later on in the week. Stay hydrated, and I thank you as always for tuning in. And I hope to see you again real soon after the server maintenance. Who will?